Hello and welcome to another episode of Jacob's House of Rock. And today I've got an unboxing video, or kind of an unlettering video, whatever you want to call it. In this little letter we should have a very special, very fancy truss rod cover from a brand called Hell Guitars. They're located in Japan. I've actually unboxed, unlettered one of these already. The video wasn't that great, so I don't even know if I'm actually gonna upload that one or not, but regardless, we're gonna take a look at this one. Here we go. So I just got my trusty little scalpel knife. I should be using scissors for this because it's an envelope, or an envelope, not a not a package, but this should work fine anyway if you know what you're doing. So there we go. So the reason I got this was I've got a pretty sweet looking SG style guitar that, you know, I just wanted to make that little bit more fancy. I've already, you know, I got some real nice John Birch pickups on that look amazing. I got some nice fancy knobs on it and all the hardware and all that jazz. But I just thought this would be the perfect thing just to spice the guitar up just that little bit. But before we get into a trusty little truss rod cover here, which I can already feel is nice and heavy, I love that. Let's check out what else this one comes with. It comes with a nice handwritten note and a guitar pick, which is just awesome because the first truss rod cover I got from Hell Guitars also came with one of these guitar picks. These are very thick plastic picks with nice grip on them, and these are just good picks, by the way. I like that these come with them because this wasn't cheap, to be honest, but I figured this would hopefully be worth it. So I think that's everything that comes in this little package. Let's read this little note together. On the front we got our, come on, go and focus. Got our little best guarantee thing and all this little ad for the picks here. Got this little thing going on here. Back here we've got our handwritten note, so I'll just kind of read that to you guys. Hi Jacob, welcome back, and thanks again for your order. We're always pleased to have you with us. Kind regards, Michael Hell Guitars. Or is that Michelle? I think it's Michael. The writing is so cursive, it's a little tricky to read, but yeah, I love this. So very nice touch. Again, one of the best picks I've played with, so just if you want a little pick that's good, just get yourself something from Hell Guitars. By the way, I'm not sponsored by them. I literally paid a shitload of money for this. Take that as you will. So I'll just tear this open because it seems to be falling apart anyway. And in here we have the truss rod cover itself. Come on, get in focus, will you, camera? Let's have a look. Okay, there she is. So the design I got is the pinup girl design in the Gretsch style of truss rod covers. So the shape is in a Gretsch style. And look at that. This is solid brass, really beautifully made, really elegant shape, and just flat metal on the back, looking real nice. And we got the little thing up the top here that says Hell Guitars, world's finest truss rod cover, solid brass, always 100% guaranteed to please. And you know what, I'd say that's I'd agree if the camera had gone focus. Come on, thank you. Yeah, I would agree, that looks nice. This one was actually sold out for a very long time. I was looking at this thing on their page for quite a while, and I was like really tempted to pick this one up. You know, the price is kind of putting me off because for something so small and like not practical on the guitar, it was really expensive. But I just gave in eventually. I actually bought the first one I bought was because I wanted sort of a very Black Sabbath style guitar. I bought like a cross shape, and it had a slightly less elegantly shaped truss rod cover. It was more of a broad, wider, triangle-y type shape. I'm not sure what model of guitar those are based for, but it had like a very Black Sabbath logo type cross on it. And I already put that on my guitar, but I'm probably gonna swap that one to a different guitar and put this one on, because this is the one I had my eye on for a while, but I couldn't buy it because it was sold out for a while. Also, they have a little bit of text on the back here. I should probably also show that to you guys. Hell Guitars is proud to offer the world's finest guitar parts and accessories. We're constantly designing new products for the pleasure of our good friends, our customers. Hell Guitars, Himeji, Japan. Hellparts.com. Aside from doing, stuff like these little metal truss rod covers, I've seen on their website they also do just a bunch of accessories for guitars, all this sort of impractical stuff like pick guards, and those little round things that say treble or neck pickup or bass or whatever on your like Les Paul little switch on the switches on guitars, for example, those little round things, and a whole bunch of stuff like that. So I think the kind of motto is like if you're going to spend hundreds of dollars on, or thousands of dollars sometimes, I'm speaking for myself, I only spend hundreds of dollars, but some people out there spend thousands of dollars on their guitars, and they just have like a little itty bit of cheap plastic as like their truss rod cover, and they're kind of just like, let's make it fancy, which I like. So it's an unnecessary part, but if you want something pretty cool, I do actually recommend them. So my second one, what I'm going to do now, since I don't actually have that guitar on hand, all I've got is my Squier Strat over there, and this isn't really going to go all that well on a Strat, is I'm going to do a little slideshow of both those truss rod covers, show you how they look in some photos when they're installed. Alright guys, so here you can see I actually decided, instead of just being a bit of an a-hole and just giving you guys a slideshow of photos of this thing installed, I decided to actually bring the guitar over to my room here where I've got my video recording PC basically, and to actually show you guys what she looks like installed. And as you can see, looking really snazzy here on my Greg Bennett designed Torino guitar by Samick Guitars. This is just a really nice affordable Korean or Indonesian made guitar. I rave about it all the time on my channel. I'll show you guys what it looks like from a distance in a second, but this is what we're here for. We're here for the little brass truss rod cover, and she looks absolutely beautiful and really helps this guitar come to life. Actually, a little thing that was a bit tricky with installing this one is this guitar is not designed for Gretsch style truss rod covers, so it was coming a bit close to the signature here, the Greg Bennett design signature. So what I did was, where the nut is, I actually carved away at that a little bit with, just like a scalpel type craft knife. Just to get her a little bit lower down, just to fit a little bit more perfectly there, and it worked out really well. Now, I'm not really precious about this the guitar's nut here, because it's actually already been carved away at previously. As you can see, it's looking a little rough because I installed a 0 fret. Now, I have a whole video on my channel dedicated to the 0 fret and how my installation of that. It was a project that I'd really recommend you guys try out if you are interested, because it really is just really good for your intonation, your guitar's, just tuning, and just getting the sound really balanced between the fretted notes and the open notes. It's just it's a great little mod. I'm surprised more guitars don't use, but yeah. So you can see there, fully installed, looking really great there. I'm really happy with this truss rod cover. It makes this guitar look so elegant and just complements the whole thing. So I'm gonna show you this thing from a distance now, just to see the bigger picture. So here it is, my Greg Bennett Torino guitar in all her glory, looking really fancy. Of course, I have already modified this guitar quite a lot. We got the John Birch Heaven and Hell pickup set. I have a review of these on my channel. It's a bit of an outdated review. I could probably do a lot better. Maybe I'll re-review them in the future, but yeah, these are really good pickups. And I changed some of the hardware to be these nice, where we go, these fancy kind of really silvery metal knobs, and the switch I also added a little metal tip just to help the silveriness kind of balance all around and really look nice and just awesome. And this really helps balance the whole thing and make it really look uniform and just look... How do I fit her in frame? Yeah. There we go. And to just look really, really cool. So I do highly recommend you do check out Hell Guitars with all their little bits and pieces. They do make some cool stuff. Again, I did mention this is a bit pricey. It's just kind of personally for me, it's a bit pricey. But you know, if you guys are buying pickups worth a couple of $100s and like, or other accessories, or you're just buying guitars that are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars or even thousands, a little thing like that is going to be nothing. I think it costs like 20 US dollars. It translates to quite a bit in Australian dollars, which is why I'm complaining, because it's a very small piece of metal, but I'm really happy with the results nonetheless. I still think it's worth it, especially if you've got a guitar that you really love and you just want to make as absolutely gorgeous as you can. Now, I know, you know, the looks of a guitar aren't everything, but if a guitar looks good, a guitar looks good. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for the good people at Hell Guitars for, you know, just making a good product. Again, not sponsored by them or anything like that. I just like to review and talk about the stuff that I buy and use and whatnot on this channel, so yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video, by the way. Keep on rocking. Peace out. Bye.